lovely constructive criticism related. Try to have a better flow in information and shit. Um, to you guys. So listen, back to the original topic, because now I'm gonna put a little out here. Yeah, my mom and grandma called me, and they were like, I'm pulling for you, but you need to be a little bit more communicative. You need to be a little bit better. I got you. I got you. And then we started talking about forgiveness and patience. And forgiveness and patience. My grandmother said that forgiveness comes before the patience. And I I beg to differ in certain, not in all comes before forgiveness. Circumstances. If you don't have information and your frustration and your disapproval of the situation is based upon the lack of said information, then it makes perfect sense as to why you would have that attitude towards people who also may lack that information, who are in a higher echelon status. A manager or a customer service representative who lacks the information that you seek, um, you know, you would be more inclined to represent less of a friendly demeanor towards that person. Like, hey, wait a minute, your customer service, you're supposed to have the information. Reserve yourself with patience. I'm still irritated at the storefront window. Instead, I came to a place of understanding. No, and that is how that's just my one take on how patience can definitely precede forgiveness. That would be that I mean, it's situations like that. You know, another good way in patience proceed. You may get pulled over by a cop that's got a bad fucking attitude that day. Well, if you proceed in that traffic stop with patience, you are less likely to cause further aggravation to that officer. Yeah, it's aggravating and uncomfortable for you to be placed in this situation, but if you maintain your composure, look up on the a lot less of an self out. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care no more. I gotta listen to it now. I started singing it, now I gotta listen to it and I gotta get it out of my head. I don't care anymore. I don't care no more. Damn it. It's I think Phil Collins. Gotta be Phil. Couldn't it have been Collins? Oh no. Anyway, but no. Uh, Back to the seriousness of it all. Like, if you guys don't exercise that forgiveness and patience, it's all it's really that Jesus. Yes, Jesus Christ is the gift, but there are so many other gifts that God has given to us, um, that we need to enact upon. That way, we can become closer to Jesus Christ. And we can be, and it not just spiritually, but in our actions and the way that we treat one another. Because I mean, what the fuck, Promised Land? What are you doing, Israel? 8 goddamn straight days of killing children? What's wrong with y'all? Please, this isn't. Come on now, seriously. Israel's of drone. I don't agree with them blowing up children. Yeah, no, I don't agree with any violent act towards children. Period. Yeah, no, that shit wasn't cool. That's just not right, bro. And here's another thing. Here's something else. We're gonna switch topics now. We're gonna post down in the comment section. Post down, um, you know, on the video or whatnot. I'm also gonna research this right now on live stream right now. Um, get past. I'm an idiot. G. That's why. G. George. Finally. 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 Have mercy. Maybe they won't kill us. So, House passes George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. It's about time. It's about damn time. No. Like, well, look. It's ridiculous to a point. Like, this is such a touchy it's such a touchy topic. It's such a touchy subject for me because yeah, I may be a mall cop or whatever, but truth be told, I was out there having to look for criminals, psychotic fuckers. I'm not kidding. Over there at the Marina Pacifica Mall, there's a crazy ass white dude with long hair, blonde hair, young, mid to late, probably late 20s, early 30s, white guy, and he's out fucking mind. Literally, he's out of his mind. Like, he came up to us talking crazy shit, talking about, you need to call me Jessica. My name is Jessica. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, no. Stop following me. Get away from me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Get away from me. Like, yeah. So, people are crazy. And, you know, sometimes those people who are really gone that they keep letting out on the streets of and respected, but when it comes to the safety of another person and or that individual, you know, when is enough enough? You know, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line when, you know, when that person has that psychological break and they're harming the unarmed individual who's there to try and help them cope with what's going on in their head? Where does it stop? You know, where does use of deadly force begin in all of this? Because let's keep it real. You cannot sit there knowing that your job is to stop and prevent crimes from happening. And you can't sit there and allow a crime to happen because someone is suffering from a mental breakdown, a schizophrenic episode or something like that. Murder is murder, and it is a crime. In most instances, whether it's first-degree murder, second-degree murder, you know, intent, whatever. Most cases, it's either life or capital punishment, murder, or death. You get the life. It comes to the sanctity of the public as opposed to someone who is dealing with a psychological disorder. Once again, I'm not saying that these people aren't human. I'm saying how can you possibly subdue someone who clearly shows the ability to not be affected by certain non-lethal means of being taken down? So you spray the madman in the face with the mace. That's a rhyme right there. You spray the madman in the face with the mace. Hey, you spray the madman in the face with the mace. Anyway, you know, you beat him with a baton. He grabs the baton and he breaks your kneecap. Okay, you limping around. You tase him. Okay, you tase him again. Okay, you got one more left. You tase him a third time. Nothing. He's still standing. What you got left? You got a flashlight. Hit him with the flashlight? Maybe. But he's already taken the baton. And look, you know, County, when I used to have my gun, and I'm gonna go back to the range soon. Hell, maybe even tomorrow. Shit, I may go today. That's still time. When I used to go to the range, I would practice not only shooting, you know, just regular silhouetted targets, but they had different targets there. Like they had one where there was two assailants, one in front of a car door, one behind a car door. So, you know, I would practice, you know, one, because you couldn't draw from the holster. You had to draw right there and leave it right in the, because it's an indoor range. So you couldn't draw from the holster. So I'd do one up and pop. And man, you know, I gotta say, it's not fucking easy. It's not easy to hit that target, you know. It's easy to hit center mass or to hit a headshot when there ain't a bunch of shit in the way. But when you factor in, you know, all the extra stuff going on in the surroundings, I think it's definitely sensory overload. I mean, you can train all day long. Seriously. You can train all day long. And mind you, I have trained all day long. I've been through basic training in the Army, and I've sat there for 12 hours of being at the range, running and gunning, kneeling and shooting, squatting and shooting, taking apart M4s, taking apart 240 Bravos, crawling around in the mud, shooting at targets, getting shot at by the motherfucking 240 Bravo that I took apart 4 hours earlier. Yeah, no, it's not, I get it. I completely fucking get it. It's a sensory overload like a motherfucker. And I mean, you know, you can mitigate that sensory overload through training, but you cannot. And I repeat, I wish that this could get to the court systems. It is a physiological impossibility to negate, nullify, and or omit, okay, the effects and the feelings of sensory overload perception, where you've got an active shooter over here, you've got sirens coming over here, you've got people running over here, you've got all this fucking madness going on, And what do? You've got to seek out the target, and you've got to take him out. Now, if you don't do that, he may take you out. So you've got to be aware of all of your surroundings. This is sensory overload perception, yo. And in some of the and more than 25% of these cases, because I'm a Dr. Fauci. I do the numbers. Okay? I do the numbers. In more than 25% of these cases, a lot of these officers are showing up first one on scene by themselves. At least another 30 seconds to a minute and a half before backup arrives. 30 seconds to a minute and a half before dude, bullets travel fast. They break the sound barrier. A Ford Crown Victoria, I'm sorry, baby, you know I love you, but you don't even, I haven't broke 140 yet, let alone the fucking sound barrier. This is ridiculous, you guys. I mean, I'm low key on the line with Texas, where they legalized open carry of firearms, and you don't need a firearm permit. If you can legally buy a firearm, you can carry the motherfucker. I am so open to that. Do you not understand how many less people would probably be shooting at motherfucking cars on the freeway? Like, let me not be an asshole today. This motherfucker may have a gun. I don't want, I like my car. I don't need no bullet holes in my shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be seeing daylight, having a little splash of water coming through my car. I don't need that. We don't need that today. Honey, no, Miss Rose. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. But no, that's the end of my podcast for today. The ramblings of a black man, for the most part, sitting in his car, accomplishing nothing. This has been the podcast for today. I'll probably come at you tomorrow, since it's my birthday. And, I will probably have some extra guests on the show. Hopefully, we'll see what's up, though. All right, you guys. I am going to find out, though, before I go, I don't want to listen to this song, though. From the very start. This will work. This will work. Yeah. Alright, this is the way we go out. We're gonna do it right. Take our time. Ooh, that was nice. That was pretty smoothly like. Smoothly like cannabidiol. Where did my little thingy go? I had a little poker. Hell, I cleaned out my car and I still can't find shit. What's wrong with me? I'm a mess. Oh my god, I really am a fucking mess. I can't find shit. Oh, here it is. I did the weirdest fucking thing. I whittled down an actual match so I can use it as a poker to smoke weed. How awesome is that? How resourceful is that, since my knife is too big? Oh, hi dog. Big ass Batman looking pit bull over here across the street. I swear, I would not be surprised if that motherfucker's name was Bruce Wayne. And get my ass a big ass pit bull like that. Bruce Wayne, get over here. Master Wayne. Yes, a hoe is sweating, okay? It's hot. But that was my 2 cents on Metro PCS, patience and forgiveness, or forgiveness and patience. And I don't know about doing, I don't think maybe. I don't know about the news segment. I don't know yet, because, you know, it's the same shit on the news every single day, which is depressing. And I don't want to be in charge of, you know, making my audience depressed. So I think that, you know, we're gonna hit you with some funny shit. I also set up a call line, so look for that in about the coming days or weeks. And I think that's gonna be it for today's show. Thank you all for watching. I don't know how many people are watching. I don't have that information readily available on the screen. But to all of you who have watched, who are seeing, thank you. I love you. I appreciate every last one of you. God bless you. God keep you. Stay high, of course. And peace.